Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host Rama, and in today's video we'll be talking about this week's deals and discounts for Grand Theft Auto Online. The latest DLC for GTA has just been released today, the Money Fronts DLC, and that has brought a lot of content, vehicles, and everything into the game. But there's also some big bonuses, discounts, and money that you can earn with the business that are currently going on just for this week alone. So as always, if you learned something new in today's video or this video helped you out in any way, make sure to click that subscribe button down below so you can stay tuned for any other important GTA information. With that being said, let's get straight into it. Starting off, we have the Podium and Prize Ride. Prize Ride vehicle is the Ocelot Jugular. It's actually a pretty sweet sports car, a lot better than you would think in terms of its performance. It's one of the best lap time non-HSW sports cars. It's all-wheel drive, super fast, and a four-seater. When you add all those things together, yeah, the Jugular's actually pretty solid. Plus, it's got super good customization and liveries. To get your hands on it, all you have to do is finish 2 days in a row, third place. I mean, it's basically free. Get your hands on the Jugular. Super easy car, and I'll make a video on that later this week as well. We have the Ocelot XA21 as the podium vehicle. This is actually another really fantastic car. Not only does it sound amazing, but it has a pop-up spoiler, and it is one of the nicest looking supercars in the game, at least if you ask me. If you have GTA Plus, you now have 2 wheel spins, and even if you don't have GTA Plus, still, if you get your hands on the vehicle, I would definitely recommend to kit it out. It also features a missile lock on jammer, which is something that a lot of players might not know, but either way, super sick vehicle. With that being said, let's break into the bonus money before we do the discounts. Bonus money this week, well, there's 2 different things. We have Overtime Rumble, which is pretty pointless, and then we have hands-on car wash money laundering missions. If you have GTA Plus, you're making 4 times money, and if you don't, you're making 2 times money. That means that normally the car wash missions are paying $35,000 upon completion. Now, what's interesting is that completing the helicopter tours and smoke on the water missions pay you $70,000. I'm not sure if those are also times 2 payment. I guess we'll have to find out once this week is over. Either way, it is a bit of a bummer that we have times 2 and times 4 money on the business, because I was really hoping that was the base pay, but I guess it's also nice that we are taking advantage of these bonuses while they do last. If you complete 3 car wash missions, you will also be able to get your hands on a $100,000 payment for the weekly challenge, which is also pretty dang sweet. Let's now take a look at all of the discounted vehicles. All of them are 40% off, and at the end of the video, I'm going to showcase the new cars that have been added into the game that you can get your hands on. Starting off, we have the Adder. This is 40% off. It's not a very good vehicle, I'll be honest. I mean, it's a million base, but it's still not a vehicle I would recommend to purchase. It has some of the worst lap time in the game. But a purchase that I do think is pretty good is the Entity XXR. This is a very fast supercar going in at over 128 miles per hour. It has really good lap time, and in general is an incredibly nice looking vehicle. It is fairly expensive, but I would definitely recommend to consider picking up the Entity because it is a really fun car. Next, we have the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire, which is amazing. It's literally just the cheaper version of the police Hellfire, and it's incredible. It looks great. It has fantastic customization. It's one of the fastest muscle cars in the game. I would 100% recommend to buy this. It's really not even that expensive, especially with a 40% discount. Yeah, get your hands on the Gauntlet Hellfire. Another purchase you'll probably want to get your hands on is the Night Shark. If you don't already own this vehicle, it is one of the best armored cars in the game. It can survive 27 homing missiles. It goes 110 miles per hour. It has a front-mounted machine gun. And when you add all of that with the fact that it just looks really dang sweet, and it's only $1.2 million to buy normally, that means it's going to be like $800,000 with a 40% discount. I mean, it's just crazy. The Insurgent is really the closest competitor to this vehicle, but at the end of the day, this car has more armor, and it's much faster than the Insurgent with the same level of protection. So I would choose this any day of the week. If you're a new player, or you're just a person who doesn't own the Night Shark, it's a 100% must-have. Now we have some average vehicles. We start off with the Previon. This is a sports car. That's about as exciting as it gets. It doesn't really have anything special going for it. It's not very fast. It doesn't have very good lap time, but it does have a lot of customization. So if you like the design and style of this vehicle, it's not a bad pickup. We have the Ubermacht Zion Classic, which is surprisingly good in the sports classics category on not only top speed, but also lap time. It's not a bad car at all. I actually like the customization going for it, and it's a fairly inexpensive car. So if you do like sports classics, it's actually a pretty solid pickup. This is the Lampadati 5000, which is basically the best sedan in the game. The only problem with the 5000 is that the Corsita exists, which looks very similar, but it's a sports car with a higher top speed and better lap time. The only problem I have with sedans in general is they're kind of just worse sports cars, but it is still 40% off. It is still a really, really good vehicle, so it's not a bad shout at all, especially for a four-door that goes really quick. It's not a bad shout. Just depends on what you really are looking for. This is the Canis Free color, and I think it's the biggest pile of crap in the game. It is ugly as hell. I would never recommend to buy it. It's good at off-roading, but apart from that, God, it's just so ugly. Why did Rockstar have to make it so ugly? Yeah, please don't buy that. Next, we arrive to the overflawed Immorgan. It's actually a pretty nice looking vehicle. It's really, really quick on acceleration, and most importantly, it features one of the best lap times for its speed. It only goes like 115 miles per hour. It is by far one of the slowest supercars in the game, but it has incredible levels of lap time. So even though it's super slow, it still manages to keep up even with some of the best cars on certain lap time capabilities. But yeah, if you're trying to drive from point A to point B on these highways here, I would not recommend to get the Immorgan. This, however, I would. The Ubermacht Niobe is basically the best of the best when it comes to cars in the game. The Niobe can reach a top speed of 160 miles per hour with its respective HSW upgrade. It's all-wheel drive, which is much better than the Stinger TT and the Bravado Banshee GTS. It not only that, but has much better acceleration, much better handling. It's just an incredible car. And one of the big downsides is the price tag. It's $1.8 million to buy the car, and then another $1.8 million to upgrade it to HSW. I mean, you're spending upwards of $4.5 million when this car is full done. But yeah, with a 40% discount, get the car. Just get it. That's as simple as it is. You will not regret it. This is the overflawed Tyrant, which you will regret buying. It's an absolutely massive supercar, and unfortunately, it's not very fast. It's not very good on its maneuverability. I wish it was, but it's just not anything special. So yeah, I'm going to give this car a solid 5 out of 10. Now we arrive to 30% discounts before we break into the newly added vehicles. 30% discounts, we have Agency, Auto Shop, Counterfeit Cash Business, the Bail Office, and the Garment Factory. Now, none of the upgrades are on sale, so that's a bit of a bummer. But if you did want to get your hands on an Agency, get one now. Definitely worth the price. Just get one. When it comes to the Garment Factory, that is a great purchase as well, especially because the Garment Factory doesn't really have any upgrades. So that also is a super, super good purchase. Counterfeit Cash isn't a bad purchase either because of the fact you're able to take advantage of it with the newly increased payout due to the car wash that was just added into the game. So we actually have a lot of bonuses. A lot of these businesses are pretty good to take advantage of. And then we arrive to the newly added vehicles. Now, the 3 vehicles in front of me here are only available if you have GTA Plus, being the Minimus, the Tampa, and as well the Suzume. The Suzume is the only supercar in this DLC to what I'm aware. It does look really cool, but we'll have to see what its overall handling and lap time are. It has really good lap time, but I don't know how its top speed is going to be. So we'll have to find out as I'm able to test with car more and really get a feel for it. The Tampa GT is based off of a Plymouth of some sort, 1960s-ish Plymouth. It looks really cool. It has an HSW upgrade, so it's freaking fast. We'll have to see exactly how fast it is, but it's fast nonetheless. It looks really nice. It's got super good customization. Again, you can only get it if you have GTA Plus inside of the Vinewood Car Club. And this is the Minimus, which is based off of a Nissan Maxima of some sort. Does not have HSW, but it does have pretty good customization. Once again, only available if you have GTA Plus. Now, these vehicles here and all the way down are available day one. Any player can get right now. First of all, we have the police motorcycle. You're going to have to spend $5 million to get your hands on it. Probably not a good purchase. This here is the Dubachi Rapid GTX, which is an incredibly nice Aston Martin. I really like the customization, and it drives like a dream. Super, super good car. Fantastic. And we also have the new BMW, which is the Sentinel GTS. It is crazy. First of all, if you want to get the livery that this vehicle has and the trade price, make your way over to this location on the map here and complete the missions from start to finish, and you'll be able to get your hands on this vehicle's trade price. It's one of the fastest non-HSW sports cars in the game. It looks amazing. It has great handling. Honestly, it's a really fun car. This is the Karen Forester, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it the Woodlander? I think it's the Karen Woodlander. Either way, it's based off the Subaru Forester. It's got HSW. We'll have to see how fast it is, but It's not the prettiest car, I'll be honest. I wish that the HSW was given more to, I don't know, one of these two vehicles, but either way, it is indeed HSW. We'll have to see how fast it goes. You can get your hands on it for about 1.6 million. We have the Hardy, which is okay. The Ennis Hardy has a lot of customization though. I mean, look at that freaking spoiler on the back. That is insane, and that spoiler does actually give you protection, as you can see, so if somebody ever tries shooting you from the back, you're actually pretty darn bulletproof. And then the final vehicle we have is the Karin Everon RS, which is one of the coolest looking off-road SUVs. I mean, tell me that this thing does not look sick. It looks freaking epic. So we got a boatload of content here in GTA, and all of it is available basically on day one, which is pretty dang sick. Now, you will need GTA Plus access some of it, but apart from that, yeah, honestly, this DLC is kind of a bop when it comes to the new vehicles, and this weekly update is really good if you want to earn not only some extra cash, but also if you want to take advantage of all of the discounts going on. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more content like this, you guys know what to do, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.